Vive le français! Bonjour chers amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. So I told you about the wedding in France, le mariage. I told you le mariage civil, le mariage religieux, and le cérémonie du mariage. And I was telling you that less and less French people, de moins en moins de Français, less and less French people marry. So why less and less French people marry? That's because there is no advantage to marry. Oh, okay, first reason. People used to be religious. So when you are religious, you say you have to marry, otherwise no sex. Huh? You cannot be together without the wedding. Now that's not the case anymore. People live together, and they live together, they have children together, and they don't get married. So the other thing is for the children. If you are not married, and then the children is like a bastard, he's not legal. He doesn't have a legal status. You cannot give the proof that he's your kid. You cannot give the proof that he can carry your family name. You cannot bring the proof that he's a French national or whatever. But now that's not the case anymore, because now the law says even you are not married, even you have the kid, you live together, you have the kid, you can get all the advantage for the kids. That's all the same. A third reason was the tax. For a long time you get married, because when you get married you will pay less tax. Now that's also not the case anymore, because when you get married, even you are not married, you live together, you have a kid, you will also pay less tax. So why should you marry? There is no reason. Oh, it's romantic. Maybe. No, people don't care. French people are not romantic, People don't care. So why should you get married? So the only reason that people marry today is when you have a mixed couple, like my couple. My wife is Chinese. I'm French. She cannot stay in France. She needs the visa. She needs the visa. If she doesn't have the visa, it will be difficult for her to stay in France, or it will be difficult for her to find a job, because the company who want to recruit her have to pay more, because she's not a French national. Okay, so we need to get married. I know many people, they say, I need to get married. I have some friends who are foreigners here, and they say, I had to get married, otherwise I could not find a job. Or I only had the short-term job, but never the CDI, always like 6 months, and then after they will say, okay, thank you, goodbye, and they would never offer me the real long-term contract. And they will never tell you why. And after a while, I knew, I don't get the job, I don't get the long-term contract, because the company don't want to pay for me, and because I'm a foreigner. So they can recruit a French national, or they can recruit someone who is not a French national, who is a foreigner, but who is married. He has the wedding visa, he has the working permit. I don't have the working permit. I cannot work here. The companies have to pay more to recruit me. Okay, so that's the only reason to get married, and that's why. And in fact, there are many mixed weddings, many mixed couple. They will get married. What happens now? You have the choice. So you have l'union libre. L'union libre. It means you live together with a wife, with a woman, or with a man. Then you have the kid. And then you will just go to the city hall and you will say, okay, we are not married, but we live together. This is our kid now, and we want the paper for Union Libre. Okay. So many people, I think it's maybe most people in France, that's what happens. And they live together for a long time in Union Libre. They are not married. They will maybe have one kid, and then only after, when they are sure, then they will get married. Why is that? Because also when you get married, it's a contract. So it's not easy to divorce. It's not that easy. But when you are like this, there's no commitment. There's no commitment. And in fact, the wedding, you know why there was the wedding at the origin? The wedding was there to protect the kids and to protect the wife. Because otherwise you can just say, hey, goodbye, go away, I don't want you anymore, bye-bye, I'm going away. And that's it, There is no legal responsibility. There is no obligation. You are free. And today some people say it's not good, because these guys, they can stay together, they have all the advantage of the wedding, so they don't care to marry, but at the same time they have no obligation, so they can do whatever they want with the kids. They can have kids and then, I don't care, I don't take care of him, I don't give him money, I don't care, but anyway, now you have l'union libre. Okay, so if you want, you can be together with someone, and the kid will be recognized, will have the advantage. For the tax, it will be the same. What other possibility you have? You have also le pacte civil de solidarité. Le pacte civil de solidarité, it's also called PACS. it's for the people who are not married and they want to adopt the kids, or they're living together so they can have. In fact, Union Libre doesn't give you any rights. I think Union Libre doesn't give you any right, but you can recognize the kid. But Pacte Civil de Solidarité, PACS, gives you all the same rights as for the wedding. So if you are together with a woman and you say, I don't want to get married because the wedding is too many obligations, but I want to pay less tax. I want to pay less tax, and I want. So let's do a PACS. So many people, they decide to do PACS. They don't get married. They just do PACS. PACS is easier. It's easier to break. And another thing is for the homosexual, the gay. You know, the gay or the lesbian. What they will do is they live together and then they want to get married. So they cannot get married, but they can do the PACS. You know. And so they can do the PACS. And the PACS, it gives them all the advantage of the wedding. It means that they can adopt the kids. They can adopt the kids. They pay less tax because they are a couple together, so they will pay less tax. They have all the advantage of the wedding. If one of them dies, you know, is dead, dies, the other one will get the inheritance, you know, which is logical, you know. Before it was very hard for the gay and for the lesbian. For instance, you live together with a man all your life for 30 years, 40 years, then he dies. Then you have nothing. You have nothing. Then maybe his cousin or someone, his relatives come and they say, go away, this is my stuff. This was my boyfriend for 30 years. You go away. You are nobody here, you know. And that was terrible. So the PACS was a good thing. And I believe recently the PACS is, but this is very, very new, that there is no more, you can still do the PACS, but the homosexual, the gays, the lesbians, they can also marry. So they have also the possibility to marry. Okay, so let me talk to you another time. I hope it was clear. Thank you, my friends. À bientôt, les amis. Take care. À bientôt.